when you're playing a game of serious cards, or serious game of cards, you should always cut the deck. This is your protection, or one of your protections, to reduce the amount of cheating going on. If a person manages to stack a deck, for example, let's say they put 4 aces on the top, or in this case 4 kings on the bottom, they won't want to retain that order for their. So what you want to do is cut the cards. So in an honest game, you'll offer the cards. The person will cut the cards, half the cards, placing the top half towards yourself, and then you will complete the cut using one hand so all the cards can see all the time. However, if you have stacked up the deck like I have done, that will screw up the order. So what you want to do, or what a cheater will want to do, is they will want to avoid the cut. So there are multiple ways of doing this. In a very casual game, they cut the cards. If they've got the cards stacked on the bottom, they'll just pick up the bottom and they'll just deal straight from the bottom. And if they deal seconds, they will end up with the kings. So you should never ever allow people to deal from half a deck. Another common cheat that people will try is they'll do what we call a no hop, or no hip hop. So they cut the cards, and you'll say something like, well, the cheat will say something like, have you made sure everybody's anteed up? And while they're doing that, they will just pick up. It's very easy to spot in this case, but when you've got a strong distraction on, it's a lot harder. So basically what they've done, that's the bottom half, that's the top half. They'll just pick up the bottom, and then put the top straight back on it. And that will totally uncut the cards. Kings on the bottom. There's other variations of this that people will try. So they'll, as I said, they'll just pick up the cards like that. So they'll literally just pick up the top, put it on the bottom, pick it up like that. Sometimes they might try 3 hops where they'll pick. And at the right time, that can be very deceptive. If you see that happening, all you can do is just correct them and just say, sorry, you did not cut the cards. If you would cut the cards again, please. If we could cut the cards again. There's no advantage calling them out as a cheat. You can't prove it. They just say it's an honest mistake. But remember, all these honest mistakes will cost you a lot of money over the evening. Usually though, if you catch them once, that's enough. There are a whole lot of false cuts that cheats will use, like cut the deck. It's a false cut. Now, if you actually cut it in your hand and put it there, that's an honest cut. If you cut it, you pull the bottom out. If you put it on the table, now you put the top on top, that's a false cut. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of false cuts. We can not do them all to here today. But remember, the only acceptable cuts are on the table, flat, or the Scarne cut, which we've taught before, which is designed specifically to screw up thieves. Another cut that cheats will like to use is a multi-packet cut, like that. They cut it 3 times. This is resembling a casino technique, but the aces are still on the top, the kings are still on the bottom. So let's try that again. So if I do that again, 1, 2, 3, aces are still on top. So this cut is a very simple cut. What you do is you take the top about 1/3 off the deck. So it's top of the deck, put it under. You then, with the right hand, or left hand, sorry, pull the next 1/3 off the deck, and then you put it under the top half. Then the last one is you pull it out and put them on top. And you should still have the kings on the bottom, aces on top. So with practice, looks very smooth. Looks smoother than that. Let's do that again. With practice, and through it goes. Cut, cut, cut. And if we're lucky, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. The other one that we want to go watch out for is a slip cut. So in this case, what they're doing is they pull out, let's go this way. They pull out the cards, they cut the cards, and of course the 4 aces are still on the top, the kings are on the bottom. Let's do that again. What they do is they pull out, cut the cards, 4 aces are on the top, kings are on the bottom. Now it's a very deceptive move if done right. For this to work, you need the 4 aces on the top, and then an odd card on top of them. So you have an odd card, 4 aces. So what you're doing is when you're doing the cut, you're pulling the top card and the bottom cards out. So you pull the top card out, so it looks like this is the top of the deck. So you're pulling an odd card out, and then you complete the cut, and that is now the new top of. So these are some false cuts that you will see or may see when you're playing a game with money. So remember, the solution to all of this type of shenanigans is when you're offered the cut, and they must always offer a cut. If they don't offer a cut, do not play. When you take the middle part out of the deck, put some on top, put some on the bottom, then just sort of cut somewhere about a third of the way down. So we'll show you some slightly more advanced stuff in a second, for if they have a partner, or if they're going to turn you into their partner without you knowing.